EA Sports and the International Federation of PGA Tours are proud to present a World Golf Championship. From Chambers Bay Golf Course, just outside Tacoma, Washington, it's first round coverage of the EA Sports Championship. What might we have in store for us over the course of these next 4 days? We've got big names, we've got dark horses, we've got it all as we look at the leaderboard on this Thursday. Denny McCarthy is the leader. He's off to a 4-under start. Meanwhile, our featured golfer in good form coming into this one fresh off a victory a week ago. And not the way you want to start your morning. That is going to be trouble right out of the starting gate. It's going to take a heroic effort to reach this green in 2. It's his second from a dreadful lie. Okay, so good work there to get this back out into the short grass.
And really, this is not a bad spot to be, just a little short of the green. Certainly not out of the question to get away with a par. Everybody goes to the range and they all want to hit 300-yard short shots. But those little chip shots, they're just as important.
That could be important as we go along. Good save of par here at 1, and he'll stay at level par. Now to the second hole here at Chambers Bay, and Frank, it is not overly long. Where's the trouble here?
Well, 281 yards really to the big long bunker that goes all the way to the green. So as long as you can avoid that, you don't have to hit driver down here, just something that's going to be a little short of that. You're still only going to have 100 yards really, or just over 100 yards in for your second shot. A really good chance too to get off to a good start.
Ooh, and that went straight down. That's going to be tough from there. So even from the thick stuff, a chance still to possibly reach this green in regulation. And this is looking really good.
Oh, just bludgeoned that one out of the thick stuff and inside 10 feet. Great shot.
Yeah, well done. It's a birdie here at the second. The third tee now, Frank, and what are we staring at here?
This green is anything other than symmetrical, so be very, very cautious on where the flag is. Anything in the middle of the green you can putt to the corners, well, if you can call them corners, more like ragtails, but beautiful par 3.
And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. So that safely in. It's a par here at the third. and he'll remain at 1 under par. Frank, standing here on the 4th tee at Chambers Bay, you can see what this golf course is all about with those dunes on the left and all that sand down on the right. A lot of trouble here.
Yeah, first hole, Rich, really that bends to the right, but if anything, you want to keep the tee shot down the left side. It's going to give you a better angle to the green. And unlike the 2 previous holes, this fairway slopes to the other direction, to the right.
And this is going to wind up just fine. That, the first fairway he's hit so far, it is on the short stuff here at the 4th. Walking the course today, let's bring in Nota Begay III.
157 to the hole. The pin is stuck in the front right section of the green.
That's not too bad. Good shot. Inside 20 feet, I would imagine. So a good chance, really outside chance for birdie.
Not too bad. Didn't quite get it far enough left, and maybe a little too gentle as well. Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4, and he'll remain in red figures at 1 under. Well, Frank, here at the 5th, and I'm not sure about my chances at a hole that's called free fall. I mean, are you kidding?
Well, should be free fall for you, that's for sure, and free fall for a lot of people playing it today. Hole looks straight away, but you'll see it starts to pinch in, that fairway that is, by bunkers left and right, and those bunkers come in exactly where you're trying to hit your tee shot.
No issues here. That is into the fairway. A left to right breeze, something to consider here as he eyes this second shot.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
11 feet away. Oh, no problems at all. The pace perfect. It is in for birdie. Ready to tee off here at the 6th. Frank, where are you looking to land the ball off the tee here?
Well, as long as it's not in the rough, the bunkers, well, there's no trees here, really. That little green strip, that runway down there, another hole that bends to the right, but find the fairway. The fairway's wide enough. You've got a pretty good idea exactly where you want to go. And once again, this is one of the shorter par 4s. So good drive here, just a short iron in.
That is straight into the thick stuff. Definite trouble here, Nota. Okay, so good work there to get this back out into the short grass.
And really, this is not a bad spot to be, just a little short of the green. Certainly not out of the question to get away with a par. Woo, Nelly. That one whizzes past the hole. A difficult putt coming now.
Nah, the pace was okay, but that needed to be started a bit further out to the right. Okay, no further damage. It's a bogey 5, and he'll fall back to 1 under par. On the 7th tee now, it is over 500 yards from the back tee.
Yeah, this is called humpback, and you can see why there's all those mounds and undulations between you and the hole, plus all that amazing bunkering down the right side. All to be avoided, really. If you can do that, then you get a decent look at this green. But yeah, you've mentioned it, 500 plus yards. It's going to play longer than that uphill.
That might have been okay if it stayed in that thinner rough, but I think this popped into that deeper area. I tell you what, that is a great recovery there from heavy rough to come up just short of the green.
Just needs a pitch and a putt, can still get away with a par.
This is an 11-foot putt. That one just gonna sneak on by. That one in. It is a bogey here at the 7th. And that's going to move him back down to even par. Now to the 8th and a long par 5, Frank.
Fortunately, there's no bunkers, just the dunes either side. The hole looks a little narrow off the tee, but get down there, you're going to realise that's a fairly generous fairway. There's a little bit of mounding in this green, too, that actually slopes it back towards the player. So use that to your advantage.
This one starting a little left off the tee. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. Yeah, mission accomplished. On in 2, didn't fly it all the way there, but got enough release in good shape. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. Rounding out the front side here at Chambers Bay with a par 3, the 9th.
Well, the tee is nearly 100 feet above the level of the green, so you can see everything. This is one of the best views on the golf course. A fairly lengthy par 3. Obviously it's stout, just over 200 yards, but you can see the green off that elevated tee, and this requires your best shot.
That's going to be on the putting surface, and a birdie look straight ahead. Getting this thing rolling should not be an issue. It is a long, down-the-slope putt for birdie. A 17-foot putt here. Got it there, but not quite on target. Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. And he's going to fall out of red figures, back down to even par. Frank, what's the player looking at on the 10th here at Chambers Bay?
Well, normally at a par 4, you're just thinking blaze away, but this is one of the few holes, really, I think you've got to be careful on what club you hit off the tee. It starts to narrow up. You really want to avoid those two short bunkers that come in around the 300-yard mark. And that really sets yourself up with a nice sort of wedge. That's really the right way to play. You don't have to take the trouble on in front here.
And that will do just fine. So from a little more than 70 yards, this is second. And that'll do just fine. A 6-footer now for birdie. Yes, rolls it right in. A birdie here at 10. Now on to the 11th, and Frank, we are looking at a long par 4 in front of us.
We are indeed, and it's called shadows, but there is love in the shadows here. Hit it over that dune down there in the middle of the fairway. If you can get it there around the 300-plus yard mark, then the hole obviously starts to get a little easier. That second shot, you'd like to hit a little bit of a cut in here, but there's 2 levels to this green, so make sure you're on the right level where that flag is.
Now note his second from the fairway.
156 yards left to the hole. Pin is in the back right corner of this green.
And that ball looked good in the air. You'd like it to be a little closer, but still, inside 40 feet, just going to have to be careful with the lag putting.
Now a 7-footer. Oh no, I thought that was in for sure. Just a little jag right at the end, gonna leave it on the lip. Safely in. It's a bogey here at number 11. And that's going to drop him down the leaderboard just a bit. The 12th here at Chambers Bay is known as the Narrows. What's the play here, Frank?
Two, really. You could just sort of iron it down there and have a little wedge or a pitch in there with no sweat whatsoever. Or, if you want to have a little bit of fun, if you can drive it over that bunker that's just short left of this green, you might just putt for an eagle.
That's a big lash. He might be able to cover this. So after nearly driving this par 4, his second from behind the green. Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. On to the 13th hole here at Chambers Bay. It's a par 4, and they call this one Eagle Up.
Yeah, dogleg to the right, beefy par 4. You hit it down to one of the widest fairways on the golf course. And then up in front, if you look at the middle of the green, you're going to see one bunker. Needless to say, that's got to be avoided.
A little too much roll on the back end there, and this is going to wind up diving into the heavy stuff. Notice down there, did you get a look at this?
Just think about it. You've got to cover nearly 2 football fields of distance and get it inside 5 feet. You wouldn't think that's possible.
say he should have made that. Okay, safely in for par here at 13. And he'll stay right where he is. Frank, now to the 14th hole, and this is the 5th consecutive par 4 here at Chambers Bay, and by this point the players will know whether they're on their game or off their game.
At 546 yards, this hole can be shortened considerably if you choose to take a brave line down the left side. You can chew off as much as 70 or 80 yards. But once again here, because the hole bends to the left, you've really got to know which direction that wind is coming from.
Nope, that wasn't the right line, and he'll pay the price as this ball going to run off the fairway and into the bunker. Well, that one didn't work out. Didn't look bad in the air. It hit the green, but didn't sit.
Yeah, it was never going to stop.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Okay, good putt. And a par here at 14. And he'll remain right where he is. Last, Frank, a break from those long par 4s. We just played 5 par 4s in a row. Now a par 3 15.
And also, as you can see in the distance, you can actually see a tree, one of the few that are on the golf course. Hence the name of 15. It's called Lone Fir. Not overly long, just a little short hole. But in a US Open, obviously they can play it at around 250 yards. It's just a fun par 3. But check where that flag is, because sometimes 3 is a good score here. But an easy flag position, then go straight at it.
That one safely on the putting surface. Price, he's not taking driver out for this one. He's a long ways away, though it is for birdie. Yes, Will right there. That is in for par here at 15. And he'll stay right where he is. Now to the 16th hole here at Chambers Bay, and Frank, it is pretty short hole. What are the chances to come out of here with a birdie?
Well, you've just come off the short 15th. You can get on a little bit of a run here, providing you get in the fairway first. You're not going to have an overly long second shot here. But once again, this is a precision hole, a little bit like 15. This is a tabletop green, so you're going to have to be right on the money with that second shot.
This is turning a little to his left.
It might be in the rough, but that was absolutely crushed.
Ball appears to be sitting up here in the rough at the 16th hole. Decent lie, but you just won't be able to get it to spin. See what he can do now with this, his second shot. Stuck the follow through right there. This could be really good.
Oh, I always knew that was going to be a good shot when it left the club face. What's that, 8 or 9 feet? Excellent shot.
See if you can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. That a pure roll there. That is down for a birdie here at 16. Just 2 holes left to play. Now a par 3, the 17th, 218 yards, and all sorts of trouble, Frank, down that right.
Well, if you weren't beached at the 16th, then there's a chance you can be derailed, which is what this hole's called, at 17. Difficult par 3. You can see the bunker there in front, and once again, wind conditions. This is going to probably require one of the best tee shots, especially in the closing stages of a US Open.
And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Right about 9 feet here to the hole. Yeah, that's a good putt. It is in for par here at 17. And he'll stay at 2 under. Now to the 18th hole, Frank, everyone wants to finish in style.
Yeah, the home hole here, once again you head back to just a wonderful view, and you realize that Chambers Bay was designed as a walking golf course, and it was designed to have fun and test every department in your game. 18 will do that. It probably gives you more trouble on both sides of the hole than any other hole on the golf course.
And that will end all thoughts of going for this par 5 and 2. That's into the fairway bunker.
On the tee, I saw a lot of green grass, but now the third shot is once again from the sand.
We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
Yeah, it's the break that you've really got to consider here. It will come from right to left. You've got to start it on line, and you've got a good chance of getting it close.
Okay, a good putt, able to save par here at 18, and that will mean it's an opening round 68. Very strong. Final look at the opening round leaderboard. It shows our featured golfer just two back at day's end.
Makes that second round even more